Hi everyone, welcome back to E-commerce Success by Ad360. Today we're going to review a few news about Etsy and what's going on at the moment with sellers on strike and potentially forming a union. They're not happy with the recent announced changes on the sellers' fees charged by Etsy, and they have a few more complaints regarding Etsy policies and what's going on, especially with ads on Etsy. So I thought this is a very interesting topic, and we're going to see what differs between Etsy and Shopify in that regards. Before we do, please consider subscribing to the channel, liking this video and commenting below. Each of these little actions help us tremendously grow the channel and help as many business owners as possible be happy, productive and successful. This video is brought to you by Ad360, the easiest way to start promoting your products everywhere on the web, on independent websites, mobile apps, and many more. And you can manage under one roof all your ads, Google, Facebook, and so on, and you have full control over what's going on. If you want to learn more, you can book a demo or start a free trial. That's 14 days free trial directly on the Shopify App Store. I'll tell you more at the end of the video. Okay, now let's jump to today's content. So I'm going to review a few articles and I'll put the links in the description if you want to read them entirely. Basically, what's going on, the Etsy sellers are now considering making a union after they went on strike earlier this month. So this strike started when Christy Cassidy, one of the biggest, at least a very prominent seller on Etsy, started a strike movement because they were not happy with the recent hike in transaction fees charged by Etsy. And they have had tremendous success. The petition has now over 80,000 signatures. A lot of people rallied around that protest, and sellers have started putting their store on strike in Etsy. So if you're not familiar with Etsy, Etsy is a marketplace where anybody can sell products, and it's mainly focused on do-it-yourself, handcrafted products, homemade, people that have really a craft, a passion, they can sell stuff they make themselves. And there is a big community of makers on Etsy, and they use Etsy to create a shop online and also have access to a marketplace. Because contrary to Shopify, which allows you to create your online store, but then you're in control of where you want to go in terms of marketing, promotion, how you drive people to your store. Etsy is very different in that there's a marketplace and people go to Etsy to find products. They don't go directly to your store. Most of the time they go to Etsy, they choose a category, and then they can browse different products. For example, here in gardening, they can find a ton of different sellers selling stuff on Etsy. So it's quite a bit of a different behavior than the Shopify platform, and each has pros and cons. So today I'm not going to discuss too much on that, but tell me in the comments if you'd like me to compare the two systems and their respective advantages and disadvantages. But what's new is that now these sellers are considering starting a union. And so what made them so angry in the first place? So here's the petition started by this seller, Christy Cassidy, the one I mentioned earlier, selling. So they're selling handmade, Gothic dresses for weddings, and it sounds very cool actually. But they're super mad at Etsy for the different changes. First, they protest against the transaction fee increase by 30% plus, which is charged on sellers. And it's the second increase after a previous one that happened in July 2018. So in just a few years, Chris is saying that the basic fee more than doubled in 4 years. But that's not the only thing. There are a few other problems they have and demands. And some of them have to do with the support policy or the support platform of Etsy. They're saying that they have AI bots terrorizing sellers. So they're saying, there's an infamously slow support system, and that some sellers' accounts are being put on hold or stopped from computer-made decisions, sometimes without any explanation, then you need to wait for months before you can get a resolution or just an answer. They're super angry at the Star Seller program and basically all the way they have been interacting with sellers. And for me, the most interesting item was actually this fifth one. As a marketing and advertising professional, building an app at 360 for sellers to help them control their advertisement, I found this fifth item super strange, and I was not aware of that. But actually, it seems like some users on Etsy, and particularly all of these, making more than a certain threshold in terms of revenue, which I think is about I don't know if it's 10K or 12K. I'm not super specialist about Etsy, but it seems that over a certain threshold of money, you don't have a choice to opt out of their Offsite Ads program. So it seems like Etsy is advertising on your behalf outside of Etsy, I'm not sure exactly where, and that they're charging you on each purchase they're making on your behalf, they're charging an extra fee, and they're kind of forcing sellers to go through that program and forcing them to do more volumes. And you could think, okay, but won't people be happy if they get additional sales, even if they have to pay a cut? But what they're saying is they don't want to have to be forced into that program. They don't want that unpredictable fee that's sometimes applied, sometimes not applied. It seems that it's not super clear. And even one of Etsy's co-founder himself, Maguire, said that is quite unhappy with the way, or at least very critical of the way Etsy has evolved. And he said there's not as much playfulness as there used to be. And it used to be something very focused around the crafting community. And now it's transformed into more of a selling stuff as much as possible kind of platform. And I think that's okay if that's what people want, but there's clearly a misalignment between what the sellers or some of the sellers want and what Etsy is enforcing in terms of their policy. And this strike and this petition is getting quite a lot of traction behind it. So what do I think of that in the eyes of someone not so much involved in the Etsy environment? I'm more familiar with Shopify. And what I like about Shopify is that contrary to Etsy, which is like a marketplace where you're just putting your product out there and then you don't really control who's going to come to your shop and who's going to make purchases. On Shopify, you do have control. So it's a system which gives you more liberty, more freedom to the sellers. You can set up your shop, you can change the design however you want. You're free to present your product, your brand, your mission in whatever way that you choose. And then you have the responsibility, but also the liberty to promote your business the way that fits your product, your business, your industry, your target consumers, your beliefs and values. You're really in charge and in control. And that's something I like. And it's to help sellers that just got on Shopify and that didn't really know how to generate traffic, how to bring buyers to their stores and grow their store, that we started at 360. And so, in my opinion, it's good to have control and to have liberty and to have the responsibility of being in charge of your website marketing. But this also comes at a cost, which is that for many sellers, sometimes it's not super straightforward, and it requires a lot of investment, time, sometimes knowledge, to really get your ads in a place where they're very profitable, and each time you put $1 on the table, you get $2, $3, $4, $5, $10 back, right? And it's to help people achieve that we started at 360. And so contrary to that Etsy program, which apparently you can't opt out of, which is super strange to me, the benefit of being on Shopify and using an app like Ad360 is that you're entirely in control over what's going on. You choose how you want to, when you want to start advertising, on which channels you want to advertise. You can have ads running on Google, Facebook, Instagram. You can import all of these in Ad360 and manage everything under one roof. And Ad360 also allows you to create brand new ads from scratch We create these banners, these displays that take your product info, image, pricing, title, and we create these banners and we run these in millions of independent websites outside of Google and Facebook and other social media platforms. So there's a wealth of websites out there which you could advertise. For example, if you're selling gardening product, you could start selling these products on garden themed websites, on blogs talking about gardening, on all these articles like 10 steps to starting your own garden or things like that, DIY gardening, and all these blogs, little websites, big websites, articles on news websites talking about gardening, outdoors, plants and things like that. You can target these and advertise on these websites through Ad360. And so I think Ad360 is really the best of both worlds because it offers you the liberty to do whatever you want. It's also super easy because everything is automatically managed. You can start these ads I just mentioned on millions of websites with automatically made creative. You can start that in just one click. With one tap of a button on Quick Ads, you just enter your daily budget, your location where you want to run ads, and you click create, and you already got awareness campaigns running and retargeting, which allows you to bring people back to your store if they haven't made a purchase. So all of these is just one click away, and you're fully in control, you're fully in charge. You decide when you want to advertise, if you want to advertise, for how much you want to advertise, and you can adjust the volume you want to get in terms of people coming to your website through the budget. So if you want to taste what freedom looks like and what easy ads look like, feel free to book a demo. There is a link in the description. You will be able to see how we can make it super easy for you to start bringing more traffic to your website, more visitors and more buyers. You can also see and try for yourself because there's a 14-day free trial. The link is in the description to try for yourself the Shopify app today. And the app will be available very soon on multiple other platforms, e-commerce platforms. So stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you don't want to miss any video. There's a new video every day in which we either share best practice in marketing, advertising, or e-commerce, or we review relevant news, or we review some shops and we give live feedback to e-commerce owners. And I'm sure this could be super helpful to you too. I look forward to speaking with you and helping your business grow. See you soon. Bye.